What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome to my Sunday bonus video. Today we are going to be going through my entire eyeshadow palette collection right here and pulling the 4 palettes y'all will have to choose from for my upcoming Throwback Thursday video. If you're new here and you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, Throwback Thursday is a series on my channel where I get to play with some of the older eyeshadow palettes in my collection chosen by you. So the way this works is every Sunday I post a video just like this one, and then I also post a poll over my community section with the names and pictures of each of the palettes. I give y'all a few days to vote, and on Thursday we play with the winning palette. Now, normally everything is up for grabs except for things that have come out within the last 6 months, but since it's December, it's the holiday season, we are playing with more holiday themed palettes, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. We are going to pick some out, but let's go ahead and start going through my collection. So if you're looking at this little stack right here, I know it's very, very dark. We are in my closet. This is where I keep everything. Way back there is all of my single shadows, and then right here are just some palettes I have that don't fit in the rest of this. So these are my 2 from Danessa Myricks. These are the Groundwork palettes. I have both volumes. I have the first one and the second one, and for some reason I had these in with my face palettes, and I don't know why. But then I also have this one from Pat McGrath, and I have this one right here, and these are both very new to my collection. I picked them up during like these Sephora Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales that they were having on. This was like half price, and this was like 18 bucks, and I had points and stuff, so I got these for dirt cheap, and I couldn't resist. I absolutely love Star Wars, and I really enjoy Pat McGrath too. Like, it's not a favorite brand of mine, but I'm definitely coming around to it, so those are new to my collection, but we are not going to be playing with those today. But let's go ahead and dive into this first drawer up here. If I can get some of my clothes out of the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so up here we have Unearthly and Nomad, and I definitely want to pull this one from Nomad. I love this. It's one of my favorite winter palettes. This is Whistler Snow Lodge, and look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to pull her this week. And we have this one. I know it's not exactly like holiday themed, but it's winter themed. It's a beautiful kind of like soft, wintry, cool tone color story. So we're going to go ahead and pull that one for now. I don't have a whole lot of like holiday themed palettes in my collection, so that's kind of why I'm going for stuff that's also kind of wintry feeling as well. And that's also why I'm not going to be doing like a holiday themed palette ranking on my channel, but I am going to have a top winter palettes in my collection video coming very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But I think that's going to be just about it for up here. I've got all my larger Nomad ones back here. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our next drawer. Oh, hello, duh. Close that drawer. I need to clean things out. Okay, down here we have got Ensley Rain, Cosmic Beauty, Adept, and then way under here is going to be Bella Beauty Bar. If you've been watching these, you know what my setup looks like, and it will be changing very soon because it's about time to do my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter video. I am so excited for that one, and y'all, little sneak peek, it is coming the very last day of the year. I'm going to have that one go up December 31st, so keep your eyes peeled, but it won't be coming up sooner than that. But what do we have in here? So we've got, I don't think there's anything from Bella Beauty Bar to play with. We already played with Winter Wonderland, which is one of my absolute favorites from Cosmic Beauty. What about Serenity? No, I think we're going to skip out on this drawer, and we're going to move to the next drawer. I hope this isn't too dark and too out of focus, but it kind of is what it is. We're working with what we got. So let me put these back real quick. Okay, let's move on to our next drawer. So in here is going to be Odin's Eye and Blend Bunny. And let's see, what do we have in here? What about Lure? Does this feel like a... I love this palette. I think it's still my favorite from the brand. But I think we're going to skip out on that. I think we're going to skip Blend Bunny in general. I don't really think there's anything in there kind of winter feeling. And I just did a palette bingo with all of the Odin's Eye holiday palette. So we're going to skip this drawer as well. And we're going to move on to this one down here. And there's definitely a couple of options in here. So Berry Icy is one. This is from Simply Posh. And this was the first Simply Posh palette I ever got. Look at how beautiful that is with the mauves and the blues. It's like two 9-pans coming together, making a beautiful color story. I'm a little sad that they don't make this one anymore, but I think I'm going to pull it. Okay, I'm actually doing pretty good this week. Usually I have like a million palettes pulled and I really have to dwindle it down, but we are going to pull Silent Night from Gourmande Girls. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. It's like neutral with pops of blues and golds. I love that one. And then we're going to move to this drawer, but I need to rearrange real quick, so give me a second. All right, so here we are at this drawer, and this is where things get a little bit dicey. So we've got all of my Ladybug Glow back here. We've got Game Beauty, DD Signature, Divaroon, Titanium Foxes, Jolie Beauty. We've got Sugar Drizzle right here. Fantasy Cosmetica, Lethal Cosmetics, and then under Lethal is going to be, if I can get to it, hello, Glaminatrix. So I've got one over there and I've got one over here. This definitely needs an overhaul, but I don't think there's anything in this drawer. I do have these two from Ladybug Glow, but I think I'm going to save these for another week because we still have two more after this one. So yeah, we've got quite a few Thursdays this month, but I'm thinking maybe we should go in with the Wizard palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. Like, that's a beautiful kind of wintry color story to me. Like, these shades are what scream winter, and we're gonna pull that one. That's a really good option, I think. But let's go ahead and move on to the next drawer down. And you'll notice the further down we get, the more chaotic it gets, the more brands I squeeze into one drawer. And in here, we've got ColourPop over here. We've got Melt, Kryptine, Sigma, CXC, Lunar Beauty, and Beauty Bay right there. And I don't think there's anything in here either. Yeah, there's nothing from any of these brands. I am really sad that I did not get the ColourPop Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette. I missed it the first year that it launched, and then when they relaunched it last year, I talked myself out of it, and now I'm sad that I don't have it, but it is what it is. I think we're gonna skip this drawer. Yeah, we're gonna skip this drawer, and we're gonna move on to the next drawer down. So this one, let's come down here. If I can get this one open. Okay, so what do we have in here? Like I said, the further down you go, the more chaotic it gets. But I don't think there's anything kind of holiday or wintry down here. But I think I'm ready to pull this palette. I know I've like brought this one up pretty much every week. This is the Mayday palette from Teen Cosmetics. It is shark themed. Like, look at those names. Tell me that is not a shark themed palette. Like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. This was a Halloween release, I believe, last year. But to me, this is like a winter color story. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one out. And then I think that's going to be it for this drawer. Like, I just don't think there's anything else in here that screams winter or holiday. I think the rest of these are just kind of, you know, palettes. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me put this drawer back together. It's always a task. That can go there maybe. Maybe you can go back there and we'll call that a day. Okay, let's come over here to this drawer. So again, I need to move and we're gonna go in here. All right, y'all, so here we are in my last drawer of my collection, and this one houses all of my high-end and luxury eyeshadow palettes. There's also some older ones like way in the back under all of this that are just kind of like for keepsake purposes. I don't play with them, they're really old. But this drawer kind of gets ignored because there's just, well, I shouldn't say it gets ignored. It's just doing like Halloween or holiday, there's not really anything in here because of the fact that high-end just usually doesn't do that, but I do have one in mind that I think would be really pretty for this time of year, but I could be wrong. Let's see what it looks like when I get into it. Like, this is the Cosmos palette from ABH, and to me this is definitely more fall. Like, we have this really pretty kind of icy blue shimmer over here, and this one right here, if you'll focus, Supernova, is absolutely beautiful. But as far as the mattes go, I think we're gonna skip this one. I definitely want to pull this for a Throwback Thursday, but it's just not gonna go with the theme that I'm going for right now, so I am gonna put that one back. And I think we're going to probably skip this one and move on. Let me do like a quick one over to make sure that I'm not missing anything, because I mean, I've got like Makeup by Mario, Skin by Kim, this one's Lancome, all of my Natasha Denona. We've got Pat McGrath, Patrick Ta, we've got Huda Beauty right there, Too Faced, Tarte, my Viseart. These are the two from House Labs that she came out with last year. These are all my Tom Ford quads. I don't think there's anything in here, so I think that's going to be our little pile, and honestly, that's not bad. So let me go ahead and pull all those over and get them rearranged, and we're gonna dwindle down. Alright y'all, so these are the 6 eyeshadow palettes that I pulled, and that's not bad. We only need to eliminate 2 of them. So let's see what we want to do. I definitely think I want to keep in these 2 over here, Whistler Snow Lodge and Silent Night, just because these 2 are very on theme as far as holiday and winter goes. And then it's down between these 4 over here. So I'm gonna leave this one in, even though it's spooky season related. That just to me is a winter color story, even with that pop of red in there. So I want to go ahead and leave this one in. I think that one's absolutely beautiful. And then we're down to these right here. So let's take a look-see. All right. Okay, and lastly we've got this one. So this is such a hard decision. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time. I wish somebody was here to help me. I'm sure somebody's screaming at the screen which one to leave in, but I think we're going to leave this one out. So we're going to put that one away. And let's go with Simply Posh. Okay, made the decision. That's what we're gonna go with. So these are going to be the 4 palettes that y'all will have to choose from this week. So let's run through them really quick, show you some close-ups, and then y'all can vote. So first we have from Simply Posh, the Berry Icy palette. Absolutely beautiful. The shimmers in here are stunning. They are so incredibly beautiful, and Simply Posh is a really good matte formula too. And then of course we have the Mayday palette from Martine Cosmetics. I'm sure you have seen this a million times and you're sick of seeing it, but it's beautiful. It's cool tones. I love the blues in here. I do wish we had a little bit more variety, but at the same time I understand what she was going for, and she did a really good job with that one. From Nomad Cosmetics we have Whistler Snow Lodge, still one of my favorites from the brand. I've loved this one for so long, and she needs some love, so we're gonna put that one in. And then last but not least, from Gourmande Girls, probably the most holiday one of all of these is going to be Silent Night. This one is no longer available, sadly. She will not be coming back in stock, but absolutely beautiful. I do really enjoy this one. The formula is incredible. The cover art is done by the talented Doodles by the Bunny, and that's going to be your 4 finalists. So make sure that you head over to the community section and cast your vote. And as always, I'm really excited to see what wins, but make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.